Alright. I think I have to bring Joshua with us. From Johanna, yes, so it should be Joshua. I think Joshua's from Johanna. Yeah. So we bring Joshua to get Marissa. There's all our friends. Remember these guys being dicks. Like, awful. Let's see. No, Jack. Soldiers of Grotto, you call yourself warriors, you're pathetic. Fort Brigwald, you lost it. Your General Drusilla, traitor. Where's the honor of the Grotto Imperial Army? It wallows in filth and mud. Is this the ending you envision? Is this how you would be remembered? Will you let the bards sing of how you fell to the renegade Ephraim? I think not. Now get up and fight. Kill them all. And bring me Ephraim's head. Alright. Killick, interesting. What are you doing here? You were ordered to loose your dogs of war in Johanna, were you not? Keep silent, you decrepit sod. I told you Johanna's under control. My plan is in full effect. All we need to do now is wait. You see, Johanna is an overripe fruit. It's being devoured by worms from within. We can pluck it any time we wish. Oh, how your plans seem to have gone awry. Even now, Erica makes her way toward Johanna. Your perfect fruit has turned to rot when you did not. It's time. You will return to the capital with me. What? Are you truly serious? You will go... Glenn. No, it's not that black-hearted vault hitter. What's he playing at now? There's no help for that sort of talk. That one has his uses after all. You can leave the defeat of Ephraim to your subordinates. Oh yes, and you can use the troops I brought with me as well. It will no doubt be an interesting battle. Let's go now, Caleb. You wouldn't want to hurt a certain someone's feelings, would you? Bah, what else can we do? Ah, yeah, this is the problem. Creatures are fought from Grotto's army. That's a problem. Well, didn't realize he was... Well, there's that at least. And of course, at this point, the hard part's gonna be getting to that village. Ouch. see what we got. Okay, Joshua. Just gotta draw a little bit of the fire as much as you can. God damn it, Ford. How did you turn into this? You were supposed to be one of the good ones. Strength, speed, luck, res. Her speed's so damn high. Like, her strength may not be the best, especially not compared to Kyle, but my god. She is fast. Okay, we're in an interesting situation now. I'm gonna have to fight some people here. I mean, we do have an arena here, so I guess it's not the biggest loss. It's obviously just not something I want to like rush into doing, is storing level 20s and stuff. Ooh, a crit. That makes it easier. To be sure. 19 Garcia. Garcia's doing pretty well, actually, this run. Normally, he doesn't do so well for me. Normally, Ross is better. Or, like, leaps and bounds better. But, whatever works out, I guess. And Ross following up his dad. Haha, I see. That's gonna funnel them all down to Garcia. It's better than nothing, I suppose. Alright, alright. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Well, that is unfortunate. So you should be relatively safe. I don't think there were any... well, I did say relatively. Trying this again. I guess we can just focus... Okay, we'll get our free crits. We get our 2 crits. We'll have Calm fight the mage. Well, Killing Edge the Lance Reaver. And then we'll Iron Lance to block off Ross. Oh dear. I did not anticipate the Horse Slayer. If that works out, I'll take that crit. Here we are. Making it through one body at a time. Oh, perfect. You can set him up, and Ross can knock him down. And a crit. My goodness, Ross. goes. Back. There we go, that's what I meant to do. Damn. Spider dead. Here's a level for Ross. HP skill res. So Dad has more skill, more speed, equal strength, lower luck. Ross has slightly higher defense, but like I don't think that's enough to really make that big a difference. It really does seem like Garcia won the lottery on this one, it looks like. Oh well. Oh, right, that's a problem. Alright, let's do that. Nope. I don't know how many numbers back we have to go. I know it rolls stuff ahead of time, I just don't know how far ahead of time. Apparently far enough for that. Damn it. Oof. Ah! Oh, that could have been bad. Okay. Alright, so far so good. Okay, we avoided the crit. Okay. Alright, back up. Trying to do some research on the RNG and didn't come up with much. Apparently it's not commonly talked about. Who would have guessed? Okay, yep, we'll have Cormac kill the archer. Kitty. Oh. Jackie boy. The dead spider? Oh yeah, I gotta watch out for that. Go. Garcia gets a level. Strength and skill, alright. Good things for a knight to have. Get rid of these mages. And a needless crit, but okay, Garcia. Jesus. Another needless crit, my goodness. God damn it, Cole. Gotta send you back down to Mulder. No fucking way. Not happening. Not in your life. Where's Colm's turn? My god, I used some way early. Here we go. Let's see that. Okay. Doing this level. Aww. Not as good as the last one. Took that. That's a different crit. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'll take that crit. Damn. I'm disappointed in New Ford. Got every advantage and still got hit. Took that guiding ring, never mind. I didn't even think to check these guys' inventories. Well, that's gonna be a problem. That works? Jesus. Must be some kind of season. this way again. Her dance would pep me up, and her work felt fresh as if I just woken up. I'm sure it would be nice if you danced for me again someday. Well, maybe we'll meet this mystical dancer who seems to have caught the eye of everybody, it seems. You don't have any one of these. You do, though. Okay, we'll send Cormac this way. Hello, my name's Ewan. I'm training to be a sage. I need to find a woman by the name of Marissa. I don't know where she's gone. Let me find her. I'll gladly travel with you. I'm a useful guy to know. In a pinch, I can use the magic I've learned so far. What do you say? Do we have a deal? Oh, I need you to talk to Marissa. I thought I needed Joshua this entire time. Okay. I mean, works, I guess. Either way, I'm going to need to drag Ewan's ass over here. Where's she at? That's gonna be a problem. Although maybe I can still recruit her with Joshua, because she wouldn't know who Joshua is. At least she should. So we got sword, lance, and lance, sword, lance. Okay. So our priority would be putting sword, well, lance users over here. Okay, that'd be our priority. Put Colm there for now. I'm wary about those archers. You can see there's a way over there for Ewan to get around to Marissa. Works. Oh dear. Okay. My biggest worry was that he was gonna hit twice. I'm like, oh. Okay, so I don't know if that guy's in range of Ewan or not, but if he is, that'd be great. Oh, never mind, Ewan's going the opposite way. I forgot I sent Ewan that way. Oh dear. Okay. So we now have a different problem. So I can get Ewan. If you have to end his turn within her attack range. That's, if not hers, then any of the other monsters, and that's my issue. I could try to bait it out. I can't. Good level of Vertana. forward. Damn. Ooh. A nice crit forward got at least. Alright. Interesting, alright. Looks like reinforcements may have stopped. Oh, fuck. I did not think about that. God damn it. Oh, wait, that'd be a death sentence. None of this is good, actually. I'm gonna go there, I should be fine. Alright, Ewan gets his first kill. Way to go, Ewan. Attaboy, Ewan. And he is a pupil class. For his protection... Oh, I guess he's very well protected. Yeah, so then my biggest concern is going to be everyone else. Oh dear. Okay, that worked out. Okay. Regardless of outcome, okay, everyone's alive. Everyone is alive. There you are, Marissa. Ewan, what are you doing here? Marissa, the Mercenary Guild sent you here, didn't they? They assigned you to fight under Commander Garrett, right? That's right, but the chief's not here. I know, it's all a mistake. Commander's over there, working on another job. He wants you to join him. Really? He said that? Yep. On my way. Hey, wait, take me with you. This group's headed east too. Let's stick with them for now. Very well. Well, that is... if that ain't a recruitment out of convenience. Okay, that hurt a lot. But now we can get started on the arena. And I don't think the boss is going to move anywhere. So we can just clean up the busy work. And then move everybody over to where they ought to be. It's an easy way to get us some money. Alright, working on getting Molder up. Oh, that's not good. Alright then, let's see what we got. Oh dear. Ah, okay. That did not. Well, it's another Pegasus night at least. Oh dear. Man, this game does not like Tana. Alright. Okay, that's at least manageable. Even if he's outspeeding, should be fine. Yep, there we go. That ain't great. Really not great. Okay. Oh dear. And it really likes throwing these at us. It's a lower level one, but I should be able to deal with it just fine. Whoop. Ah, I should have got that amount. I only need to land 2 hits, but those 2 hits are going to be tricky. Okay. Works out. Huh. I have quite a bit of stuff here, actually. Okay. Oh dear. That's not good. Well, this one's a little lopsided. Got another one, just slightly lower stats. Still can't double. Yeah, not enough. See, that's 3, 4. Should be okay with this one. Hey, L. Yeah, I'm doing alright. This is just the first map in a while that's had an arena, so I'm gonna take advantage of it. There are plenty of people who can all be level 20. And there's no easier way to do it. Just in case something happens. Alright. Yeah, that's what I thought would happen. Alright, maybe this one will go better? Yeah, this one will go better. Takes care of that one. Strength, luck. Gives Molder another level. Speaking of luck. Oh, that's not gonna go well. At this point, the only hope Cormac has if he gets a crit. Yeah, not happening. Pegasus Knight, that should be okay. I'm just kind of surprised they don't double. Got her. The soldier should do okay. Yeah, that ain't going well. Alright. We're gonna make it. It'll be alright. There you go. Yeah, this map was awful. Well, it was annoying. I had to play with the RNG a lot in order to actually just make it this far. Yeah, okay. Like, it's theoretically possible, but nope, it didn't happen. Alright. Yeah, this ain't gonna go well. Pegasus Knight. Ugh. I don't like this. Is ugly. Ugly magic. And no crits? Yeah, that's not. This ain't going well either. Yeah, we'll cycle down a few times. Oh, that was this one, wasn't it? Oh, I guess it's a slightly different one? Not like it matters. 70. Okay, this one should be fine. Cormac has to really get unlucky in order to screw this up. Speed res. You know, that 10 skill might be a good thing to boost up there, Cormac. That might be the source of many of your problems. We got two 50-50s. And we got three. Alright. I don't know how we got it, but we got it, and that's all that matters. See how we do with this one. Alright. We're making it. I don't know why Cormac's getting so little XP out of it, but we'll do it. We'll get him to 20. We'll see how good he can end up being. River Knights tend to be surprisingly decent, but Cormac is struggling a bit. There's a decent chance Tana might overtake him. I don't know about Vanessa. I don't remember if she's got better or worse stats than those two. Oh dear. Come on, Cormac, you gotta do something, buddy. Oh no. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Yeah, Cormac's getting outplayed by things of his own power level. Alright, I'm gonna have to call it quits on Cormac. His strength is high, but... Damn, he can't hit anything. Can't hit anything, and he's too slow, it looks like. At least for stuff even of anywhere near his own level, he's too slow. Let's see. Kinda curious, actually. Let's get Ewan in. Since he's our new, trainee, basically, let's see how he can do. I don't like this magic. He dodged! Off to a great start, kid. Dodged again, oh my goodness. I got faith in this kid. That's alright. He got magic, that's the important one. I guess we'll heal up Amelia. Yeah, Cormac's out of the running for promotion. Just gonna have to give up on him. Fell behind way too long, way too far. Oh, I don't like this. I really don't like this. This is a high level for Ewan, but maybe he'll be okay. Oh, we can double that soldier already. Okay. Okay, that works out. Res, I mean, I guess it's alright. Get ourselves another Myrmidon in the form of Marissa. Should have brought Larichel with me. When I saw that arena, I should have brought her with me. I was thinking about it, but then I ended up not doing it. Wyvern Rider. Yeah, I don't like that number. Oh! Ewan with the miracle. Oh! You got it? Okay. soldier. You should be able to double him and be alright. Yes, he does. Okay. Magic still speed life. That's a big level. Well, this ain't gonna work out very well now, will it? And it does anyway. Ewan's a lucky son of a bitch. Well, that's not good. Yeah, Ewan ain't gonna like this one. And he doesn't double. How's this one gonna work out? Oh. Back one. 70. Okay, here we go. 890's the archer. Oh dear. That was the archer. He's a different fire mage. Damn. The odds are just not in Ewan's favor today. What happened? What happened this phase? Oh, that's a different fire mage. That ain't gonna work out. Okay, here's 870 for a Wyvern Rider. No, you can crit stuff too. That'd be nice. Well, never mind that. Dang, Ewan's not having a good day today. You got a fighter. Barely low hit. Damn. I do want to get Yuen to level 10. Because Yuen actually has access to a unique class that has never appeared again in any Fire Emblem games after this. Damn it. I don't like this either. That really wasn't good. Oh, different archer, of course. Not easy this arena. Well, arenas are never easy. And I think all of them function basically the same. I don't think any one is particularly more special than another, outside of rare instances where they throw a recruitable ally behind one. I don't believe this game has one. I don't believe there are any recruitable people in the arenas, but there may be, and I just don't know. Because, well, part of the reason why Yuen is having such a hard time is because the game tries to grab enemies that are of his equivalent level, and there are no like enemy trainee units. It doesn't count trainees as having special levels at all. It's not like promoted units where it adds 20 to their level count, or I guess in a trainee's case subtracts a number. It doesn't do that, so it's treating Yuen as if he was the same as a regular mage of his particular level. It doesn't count him as being a underpowered unit. That's why it's throwing the enemies that it is in the arena at him. The whole reason why Yuen is having such a difficult time is because it's treating him as though he is technically stronger than he is, or expects him to be stronger than he actually is. still up. That's that was wrong. You're joking. Ewan is the luckiest son of bitch alive. Which Fire Emblem 3 is the best to start with? So for 3DS Fire Emblems, Awakening. Awakening is the best one to start with. I would also, Awakening is the best one to start with. Once you have a feel for Awakening, I would say you can go to Echoes, just because Echoes is still a good game. It changes a lot of things, but you'll at least have enough of the basics down that you should be able to navigate Echoes' weirdness just fine. You can skip Fates, you don't need to play that one. Fates is everything wrong with modern Fire Emblem, all in one game with just unchecked bad. Run at a reasonable price. I'm surprised, actually. Because I know, since the 3DS eShop is down, the only way you can get a new 3DS game is either by pirating it or buying physical media. So everything is going to get more expensive if it hasn't already. As far as DS Fire Emblems, though, I know there's only one that was released internationally. 30 euros in physical. Oh yeah, that was cheap actually. I would say after you do Awakening, you can do either Echoes, which is on the 3DS, or Shadow Dragon, which is on the DS. I'd say that's also a decent option. But yeah, you can skip Fates. I wouldn't wish Fates on anybody. That's not gonna One might be enough. You know, sometimes games are just like cocaine. Everybody says they only need one, and either they're telling the truth, or they make a liar out of themselves. You're gonna find out which one you are. Great. Most Fire Emblem games are pretty good. Some of them have more flaws than others. Sometimes it's due to age. Sometimes it's due to legitimately poor decisions. Like Fire Emblem 1 on the Famicom, that game is a Famicom game, so it is pretty difficult as far as Fire Emblem games are concerned, and naturally it's also got a bit of age behind it as well, so I wouldn't recommend that as a first starter, even on any circumstance. Even though you can get that one on the Switch, I would recommend it as a first one. Awakening would be a first one for the 3DS. Awakening is the first one's a good choice. If you were to do anything else that Nintendo currently has officially available to you, Sacred Stones is a decent starter. It's not the easiest game. That is still Awakening. That Awakening is absolutely the easiest game in the franchise. It does everything in its power to be as easy as possible. But if you wanted something that's a little more challenging than Awakening, or you finished that and you thought it was too easy, want something harder, I can definitely recommend Sacred Stones as being like the next step up. Provided you're not playing on hard mode. Hard mode is a different beast altogether. Probably after Sacred Stones, I would say Path of Radiance, because that's on the GameCube NSO. I'd say Path of Radiance would be the one after Sacred Stones as far as being like intermediate challenge. Not the hardest game in the world by the long shot, but it's also not the easiest. And that comes with a couple of things, but we'll get to that one. I plan to stream that eventually, so I'll go into more details on the difficulty curves of that game when I get to it. After Path of Radiance, I would say FE7, the game with Hollywood and Hector. So I would say that one is harder than Path of Radiance, definitely. You're lazy, so you prefer easy games except for Souls-like. See, that sounds like a whole other mess. That sounds like a whole other mess of problems that I am not professionally qualified to even begin to break down, because that doesn't make any fucking sense. Yeah, I would say, realistically speaking, Fates is probably the easiest Fire Emblem they've ever made. Fates is probably the easiest. Mostly coming from the fact that it has what's called the Phoenix difficulty, which is easier than easy, and is... So how... Okay, so Awakening... Why I recommend Awakening first is this. It's enemy and... So it's like level curve, super manageable. It's at a very long campaign, or it feels long to me. It's got a plenty long campaign, so you get plenty of time to level up your units. They give you a very good balance of them. Enemy levels don't go up very quickly. Taking Awakening big next one. Okay. Yes, the enemy level curve isn't too bad. I would say also, that one also has grinding like this game. It does have grindable encounters on its world map, which you can, again, go through very simply. It also is the first game to have the split with what they call casual mode and classic mode. Classic mode is when units die, they stay dead. Casual mode is if they die, you will get them back once the map is over. And so it is very helpful, especially for new players, because it saves you the burden of resetting every time something bad happens, which is something that people like me had to grow up doing. But there is also the fact that Awakening revamped the support system, where they gave you, so first they gave you what's called the parrot mechanic, which if
you don't have every unit on the map paired up with somebody else who's done something wrong. And because of that, how the supports work, that game also introduced, or I should say reintroduced, the idea of your units having kids and those kids being playable units. And in Awakening's case, especially, those kids can be damn overpowered depending on who's paired with who. So there's that. Awakening has a lot going for that. Yeah, so that's probably about it. Fates tried its best to be easier. If only because of the fact that, Fates introduced the Phoenix difficulty. Phoenix difficulty has enemies, I think they're at the same level curve as easy mode. But, you can only play casual mode, so you'll only play casual mode, so any enemies that are dead by the end of the map, you'll get them back. But, with Phoenix, what makes it special is that any unit that dies, you will get back mid-stage after, like, waiting 1 or 2 turns. They will just come right back. I don't know if they come back at half health or full health, because I thought that was fucking gross. And I did not want to even bother with that shit. But it exists. Makes it damn near impossible to lose any map because you essentially bottleneck the difficulty. Because when the Phoenix mode, with how that mechanic works, it literally means that the map gets easier the longer it takes. Because as you whittle enemies down, eventually you can get them down to where they no longer outnumber your allies, and once that happens, it's impossible to lose. Provided your Lord character doesn't die. I think you still have to protect them. But, yeah, as long as you outnumber your enemies, it's possible to lose. So, yeah, that's kind of... Yeah, that's why I don't like Phoenix mode. But it is technically easier if you just want the easiest game possible. There's your option. But I would recommend it. Have I played Shining Force games? I have played the first Shining Force for like a little bit. I think I played a couple chapters through the first Shining Force, and I just never finished it. I liked it, don't get me wrong. I liked it, I just never finished it. Yeah, I wouldn't mind going through those. I would prefer if we had a... I would prefer if Sega gave us like a new collection or like Shining Force games. I think that would be a lot of fun. Yeah, I think if Sega gave us a Shining Force collection, I would probably buy that up real quickly. I wouldn't be opposed to them doing a remake, remaster either. Sort of like what happened with Lancaster. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, because I think there's what? How many Shining Force games are there? Is there 6 or 7? I know they're not still making them. I know they stopped for a while. I just don't know how they got down to. Although personally, I do think it's a crime that the Lancaster games never got a proper release. Because the last time they released those motherfuckers was a PSP remake. I think it was PSP remake. It was a remake, kind of, that ended up getting put on Steam, as well as maybe the PS Vita, is that what it was? Oh, this is matching up. Not that one. Yeah, no, we only got remakes of Lancaster 1 and 2, even though there are 6 of them. but apparently we've never had all 6 Langrisser games on one place since the Sega Saturn. Apparently they did release a Langrisser 1 through 6 collection for the Sega Saturn. And everyone remembers how the Sega Saturn went. Which makes me fucking sad. Especially because those Langrisser had a really cool twist on strategy RPG as far as like comparing it to Fire Emblem. It's similar but different in really good ways. I do need to also play Shining Force games. I need to finish the Shining Force games. I know there was Castle Over. I need to like finish a Castle Over. It's good Shining Force game on GBA. Yeah, that was what. I think it's a Shining Force. I think that's the remaster. I think that's or port. It's a port. I think of Shining Force 1. I think there's a port of Shining Force 1 and 2 on the GBA, if I remember correctly. I think it was only the first 2 games. I think those got ported to the GBA. Still need to go through the other ones. I forgot he has support staff. Yeah, no, I do need to finish at least one chapter. I do want to finish that. I don't think I'm playing strategy. Tactical RPGs, I just don't really care. I just don't like the tactics. Final Fantasy Tactics. I've tried Castle Snooker. I've tried Tactics Ogre. Well, I've tried Tactics Ogre. I've tried Final Fantasy Tactics. I've not really liked any of them. I even bought the D1 because it was cheap, and I thought, well, I'm not going to be too bad. I just don't like them. I'm not sure what it is. I really just don't like it. I don't think damn it. Maybe we'll help with Super Robot Wars. I don't know if I mean, maybe? Like, my biggest problem with getting into Super Robot Wars is that I haven't watched a whole lot of mech anime. I haven't played mech games, I guess, would be a way to describe it. So, I would be incredibly unfamiliar with, like, 80% of the roster in those games. And no need to watch the new. Well, I get it. To play the game and enjoy the mechanics of the game, yes, watching the anime, playing the source games, not necessary, I understand. But for me, my personal enjoyment of games like that, which are crossover material primarily, that mostly comes from recognizing stuff. Like, playing Smash Brothers, half of the enjoyment is just the fact that I recognize all these characters from other games that I've already played, and seeing them all in one place is really cool and awesome. Even with with Gundam Cross Rays, there's a part of that is I can recognize Gundam that I've seen before, like even whether it just be through passing or I've seen the show. So I immediately think, oh, that's cool. I like that. There's an encyclopedia, but that's not my concern. My concern is not the knowledge. The knowledge part is not my concern. My concern is my experience with it. It is crossover games like that are relying heavily on you nostalgia, they rely heavily on you having a experience with those characters or being introduced to an experience with those characters. When so it's very difficult because when you've got a crossover like that, so if I were to walk in without any knowledge of who any of those people are, essentially you're guaranteed one of two things is going to happen. Either one, I'll see them, I'll like them, I'll watch their stuff, or two, I'll see them, I won't like them, I won't watch their stuff, and my experience is not muddy because of it. So that's I would rather play the game knowing who the characters are, so I can at least have a fairer shake, I guess. I'd rather have the game give its best chance and best foot forward, instead of me just coming in absolutely clueless and I'm just wondering why some guy is acting like a jackass about me. And this isn't a fault of the games themselves, it would just be a fault of the nature of the problem. I mean, I've known people who don't like Smash Brothers or don't play Smash Brothers because of the fact they just don't play a lot of games, so they just see a whole bunch of people that they don't know, so it just like goes over their head. They don't have a single indication of who these people are, how it's supposed to work. So they just are averse to it. That's kind of the camp I'm kind of in. I have no idea who these people are. So I'm not ready to engage until I know this more. I need to at least have more exposure before I'm ready to dive into it. And that's going to be especially true if we're talking about summaries for exclamations, because it's like there's always going to be details that get lost. Usually when you try to summarize an anime's plot, you always end up losing some things, impacts, loss, because you may just have to skip entire arcs, which may have been necessary in the watching experience, but for the sake of brevity and character limit, you have to drop them some read it like it's used. There's a lot going on that I'm not ready to engage with on that, as far as Super Robot Wars is concerned. I do know the games are tactical, not tactical, they're strategic, primarily they're strategy RPGs, not dissimilar to this. I know they feature a lot of really cool animation, they feature mechs from all kinds of anime and live action. I'm aware of all that, I'm just not ready because I'm not exposed to enough mechs. Not like, so like, I would compare it almost to like Fate, because with Fate, I had enough knowledge of mythological figures already going into Fate that I could at least recognize a few in like Stay Night, so that way I could come along, I had a jumping on point basically, and I wouldn't have to worry about trying to discern who, like how powers work, what's going on with that, because there's just a little bit more of an intuitiveness to it. Whereas I'm sure if I came in with no knowledge of any sort of mythology, like I didn't know who King Arthur was, I didn't know who Medusa was, I didn't know well, I didn't know who Cthulhu was. Yeah, if you didn't know who King Arthur and Medusa were, Fate's probably a much harder thing to get into if you don't have at least that base level knowledge to act as your doorway in. Not to say you can't still enjoy it, not to say that you can't still get interested and learn about those things because of that. Because Fate did get me introduced to other mythological figures, which I ended up doing research on. But I still had an entry. I had a getting on point. And that helps me. That helps out most people when you've got crossover somewhere. Whereas for Super Robot Wars, I don't know. Like the couple of games that I saw on Steam, I looked into their roster to see if I had a real jumping on point, and most of the time I didn't, because I would only recognize like one name, maybe. And sometimes, at least with one or two of them, the only name that I recognized would be one for like a character I didn't like in the first place. So it's like, oh yeah, I'm not interested in this because I don't like this guy. So I'm not interested in this. But again, that's why I'm saying I need more exposure. And if I know more characters, I can have a better judge of whether or not if I'm going to like something. Whereas if my only jumping on point is Hero fucking Yui, no, I'm not gonna play that fucking game. Yeah, no. So that's why I need more. I need more experience with that stuff. God damn it, Tana. Stop fucking up! Why is the RNG like this? What shitty ass numbers did this RNG roll? I do plan to at least get into the Namco Cross Capcom trilogy. Although I would say definitely the biggest obstacle to those games is they are bloated games. Not far. Almost got it. It didn't really stick hit me up by it. God damn it. What? No. Oh my god. This is one of those times where I really fucking wish I could see what the hell numbers got rolled because, oh my god. This RNG is rolling high in all the wrong places. I got 6 and 5. Yeah, I got 6 and 5. Yeah, they're both pretty fun. Fucking crazy games. Fortunately for me, we are on a bit of a time limit, so I would have wanted to grind everybody up to 20, but that's what happened. So we'll just move on ahead. He's got Sword Slayer, not so. see is level 20. There you go. There you go. Speed 20. My God. Amelia. What the fuck? Enemy troops have been defeated. She's currently in the rest of the city will great advance. Replenish supplies and rescue troops. Remind every soldier that anyone who breaks the city's laws will be severely punished. Anything else? Prepare defenses along the eastern case of patrol. The capital's not far, and fresh troops could be here at any time. Now, set up 3 rotating lines. Then, pardon me after all. Mira's gone, are you sure? Yes, she's been missing since this morning. There are no signs of a struggle. I feel she left of her own accord. Where'd she go? Did anyone see her? One of the guards reports having seen a young lady heading east. She seemed unsteady on her feet. May have been her. She's about to head east. Not just acting on emotions. The capital lies to the east as well. Safi will obey your commander and sovereign. Do you hear me? I know what you said is true. I am king in all but title. I know I must place my duty as commander, but my life is made. As I'm crowned, I most certainly will do exactly that. However, I'm not ready to divorce myself from my compassion just yet. We'll find a balance somehow. It means to save my country and with me. That is the king I wish to become, and so that is the man I must be. I need your help in this. Understand, Princess. That is your decision, and I will do my best to assist you. I'm counting on you. Please be safe here. Flurspar's Oath. Hot damn. Yeah, we're back at it. And at this point. Oh, right. Gotta deal with these guys first, apparently. Oh, what? This magic seems so hard. I think I've got it. Turned a corner in my education, I'm a real mage. I'm not going to stop studying. I'll help a great sage like my teacher. Yeah, about that sage thing. So we've already got a good view of mages, so we'll go with the shaman instead. We'll make him a shaman. Shamans are typically slower, but have higher damage. Their skill also tends to be lower, so if you can get a lucky one with a high skill, then you'll be a great shaman and you'll be dead. Oh, that's right. Because you win this shaman, you can no longer use the fire spell. That's right. As far as mages are concerned, I do have an extra guide. So Larichel and Mulder are my healers that are competing for each other. Otherwise, Nice, we got Ewan competing against Arthur and Luke and Natasha. 11, 12, 15, 11, 15, 20, 19, 12, 16. So Luke and Arthur are making compelling cases. So we'll let Ewan do what he needs to do. In the meantime, I think Luke is who I would give it to. I think Luke's who I would give my first guy to. Sage. You know what? Yeah, I made her a mage knight last time. Well, she did fine. No, we'll make her mage knight. I think she did fine as a mage knight. Either way, she got to use things. So, right. What about Europress? Do we have? Oh, okay. Well, I have two of these things. And so we have Vanessa, 14, 19, 20. How's Tana looking? 11, 14. That. So it's gonna be their strength and skill that determines who's what. Unless Cormac can pull it around, theoretically he can at least get his food and skill up to decent. And max out his strength if he can do that. I'm sure he'll have a chance to do that. Jackie. Cricket. Everybody's got at least a decent base tier weapon to use. What? Flux. And that a lot of damage. I guess I'll just put her here. The fragile ones behind the durable ones. See where this goes. would have liked the strength to go up with skill and speed or something. Damn. Oh dear. Strength, skill, speed, luck, defense. Hey! That's what I was looking for. That works out. Really has gotten really good. I'm kind of surprised. Ouch. Damn, I was hoping she would get that crit. Such a good crit to have on her. She got no level up. There we go. Go ahead and get this. Defense. I don't think I've ever seen a unit have 20 luck in my entire time playing that. I pity Alright. Magic and luck. Alright. Ewan's definitely gonna hit hard, that's for sure. I just gotta call it as it is. Garcia's gonna beat out Ross. No shot. Here it is, right? Yeah, so Garcia's the best fighter. I only got one of these. So me between Garcia. Joshua is 17, 20, 20. So that beats out Garcia. Then we just have Marissa. Marissa can beat Joshua and we'll take her. Otherwise, Joshua probably won't be able to go out. With that said, I'm going to end the stream here. Appreciate you all for being here. I should have it soon. Might be streaming tomorrow. I did have to take the day off and other things. So I might stream tomorrow.